Dear Karens and Kyles of Reddit, how has your life changed since your name became a meme? I'm 38, so most people my age that I know aren't aware of the Kyle meme, but I know I can always count on South Park quotes. Is it true about your mom then? Mine in particular? Used to be. Now only halfway true. Still a bitch but no longer big and fat. My mom's name is Karen. She absolutely loves the memes and shares them more than anyone I know. Edit to update, after explaining to my mom how Reddit works, I read her nearly every response and she totally lost it with a fit of giggles. Ah, I see, she's a woman of culture. My mom is also named Karen. I'm not sure if she is aware of the memes, but they don't sit well with me. She's a ridiculously nice person, and I often have to tell her to stand up for herself when she is in the right, or being wrong. It's not the meme's fault I feel that way about it, I have no choice. I try and disconnect the two and I guess my brain is just incapable. Reading through this I realize that my life could change for the worse if my name becomes a meme. And I wouldn't be able to stop it. Memes are one thing, cultural touchstones are on a whole other level. 40 years of people, upon hearing my name, covering their mouths and going, "Ka whoosh Luke, I am your father. I'm a Luke," can confirm. Who's my daddy? Everyone, apparently. My name is Becky and my life is ruined. Is your real name Becky or Rebecca, or any of the other spellings? If it's not Becky exactly, you could change nicknames. Rebecky. My wife is Rebecca, not Becky. I'm very tempted to try this tonight, and a bit ashamed I hadn't thought of this myself. Rebecky, nice. Edit, she just rolled her eyes and said, ass. I might be known for acting 12. As a fellow Becky, I feel this. First there was Becky Got Back, then Lemmy Smash, then Give Me That Becky, worst song ever, Becky with the good hair, followed by the dumb white Becky meme. Honestly, there have been so many that I may have forgotten some here. Wow, I never realized there were so many for Becky. Does it get exhausting? Sigh. Yes, it does. Kids keep asking me when the last time I punched a hole in a wall, or where's my monster, or telling me to use my rage strength. I keep telling them there are two kinds of Kyles. Monster Kyles, and Pocket Protector Kyles. I am the latter. You are just a Kyle in denial. Pocket Protector Kyle is just like the Clark Kent of Kyles, he knows when the time is right how to show his true hole-punching self. Kyle here. Most of the people I somewhat know at work offer me monsters and ask if I need help fixing my drywall now. Take them up on it, resell monsters for profit. Slightly off topic, but once went to a wedding for a Chad. And a Becky. In Wisconsin. If I didn't know I was white before. My name is Kyle, I listed an item for sale on Let Go and some dude offered me a monster for it. I didn't get it at the time and blocked him for a ridiculous offer, and then I saw the meme and it all made sense. Did you punch a hole in your wall? Asterisk, how many holes did you punch in your wall? I think the dicks of the world had it worse when their name became a penis. I've only known one guy who went by Dick. For a school project I shadowed him for a day and at the end of it he said, "Tell your friends you worked with Big Dick all day long." I didn't tell my friends. I've known a few guys that go by the name. One of the most memorable ones was a fella who had a brother named Andrew, their last name Boner. No fucking shit. Richard Boner and Andrew Boner. Dick was a funny guy. Andy was a little more straight-laced, or dense. Marked all his stuff property of a boner. And it wasn't Bon Air, or Bay Ner, or anything like that. Nope, family owned that name. My name is Kyle and I have no clue which path to take. My dad says that I shouldn't ever try monster, which I haven't, yet maybe, but my name is Kyle so I must live up to the meme. Don't let society oppress your true nature. Let the Kyle be free. Start out by punching softer surfaces before you move on to drywall. I'm a Kyle, and my life has changed drastically since the name became a meme. Every hour I must consume a monster in order to keep my strength up throughout the day. Also, a Kyle can ward off unwanted Karens by shotgunning a monster at the moment of the encounter. Kyle the manager sees a nearby Karen approaching him in anger. Kyle downs a monster to restore his own strength and give himself the intimidating buff. It's super effective. Karen runs away in fear. Edit, my most upvoted comment is about the legendary conflict between Karens and Kyles. Thank you Reddit. Never change. I'm a Kyle, I get tagged in every one of those Kyle memes by multiple people daily so most of my Facebook is just that now lol. The older guys at work, 45 to 55, that have discovered Reddit this year and now they call me Monster Boy. I don't even drink Monster, I work out so they say oh trying to get strong enough to put more holes in drywall. Karen here and I do seriously consider changing my name sometimes, especially when I complain about something that isn't my fault. Like when I ordered Chipotle for pickup and arrived 45 minutes later and it still wasn't made, so I asked to speak to the manager who asked my name and I really felt like a witchy woman for complaining. However, I don't have the haircut and I do think I'm a really nice person 92% of the time. I was named Karen at birth but always hated it. So I've always gone by another name. My son thinks it's funny to go, "Shut up, Karen," though. I'll also never have one of those dumbass Karen haircuts. Edit, thanks. I don't mind my son saying that. He's 24 and I say stupid shit to him, too. It makes me laugh. Could I ask you all to do something for me? Tomorrow, when one of those dumb bitches pulls the "I want to talk to your manager" tirades, would you please look her in the eye and go, "Shut up, Karen"? If you would, I'd owe you for life. Technically every haircut you get is a Karen haircut. Shut up, Kyle. What about Brads and Chads? I honestly forgot Chad was a real name. The only Chad I know is literally the Chad meme on steroids. Actually Chad's on steroids too, which just goes to prove my point. Was a football player in high school, then got fat as hell. He will bring up high school football in every conversation. It's been 30 years. He was never good. Drives a big brodozer that he can barely afford. He bought it to impress people and everyone thinks it's stupid. This is the theme of his life. His daddy couldn't get him a job, so he works a series of jobs where he barely hangs on for 18 months. Eventually they get tired of him and fire his ass. Is loud, boastful and tough talking but is easy to argue with because everything he says is so stupid. And because no one likes him, people love to call him out. Also, he is the biggest coward I have ever seen, literally turning tail and running at the first sign of trouble. The only Chad I knew was the literal complete opposite of the meme. Was kinda book smart, but shy and not super social. Based on a string of very cringe-worthy Facebook posts over about 3 years, he for sure wasn't doing well with the ladies. People just assume I'm the guy to call if they want shit fucked up. But I'm just kinda winging it. I can't even punch a hole in drywall anymore without people stereotyping me and going, "That's such a Kyle thing to do." Wanton destruction isn't satisfying when people expect it. I just want my life back. Edit, hey cool, my gold cherry got popped over punching drywall. That's such a Kyle thing to do. Username checks out. I'm neither, but I have 2 lifelong friends named Karen. Both blonde. Both have sported the "let me talk to your manager" haircut since high school some odd 20 years ago. One is super bubbly, but also extremely passive-aggressive. The other is a wild child that grew up into a nosy Nelly. Both are now married and have kids. Both will make bad jokes at the register trying to get a discount. Both will get indignant when the cashier will not give them a discount. Both will let their kids wreck a store aisle, but then stick their noses into someone else's business for letting another child do the same thing. I love them both dearly and have since childhood, but I hate going shopping or out to eat with them because they really are the quintessential version of their own names, as the names pertain to internet culture these days. Thankfully neither is racist, so at the least there is that, but I swear when the first Karen memes started circulating I was convinced it was made by someone I know who also knows both the Karens mentioned above. One works for a law firm, the other works in real estate. They both drink soy pumpkin spice lattes and wear Uggs. I am not even kidding. I would feel bad about talking shit, but they constantly talk shit about me. In high school, instead of the Heathers, we had the Karens and I was Winona Ryder in that group. They're lucky I didn't take the movie to heart. Man, I freaking love my friends.